So Terminal 21 is a chain of mixed-use complexes. So it's roughly located around the Soke intersection in Bangkok, Thailand. Each Terminal 21 complex actually consists of two major sections, a multi-retail area and the SF Cinema City. So you can go and see a movie if you wanted to. But what makes Terminal 21 so famous is that it actually brings the whole entire world under one roof in downtown Bangkok. And what I mean by that is it has this cutting edge concept of having world famous cities under one roof. You can find yourself walking through all of these mazes of shops in Tokyo City if you wanted to, or you can go through London's Carnaby Street if you wanted to. And there's also an Istanbul Souk as well, or you can go shopping through San Francisco if you wanted to. So all the floors have different country themes, so that's what makes it really interesting. So there's actually 9 floors at Terminal 21 and about 600 shops. There's also a gourmet supermarket and a food court with all kinds of mouth-watering Thai and international cuisines. The basement level actually has a Caribbean theme, and there's a whole bunch of takeaway food outlets, market-style food vendors, and there's banks and bookstores as well. So the way you travel would be by using an escalator to travel from one floor to the next. So you can jump from Rome, Tokyo, London, the Caribbean, wherever you'd like. And meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of different brand names as well, like Levi's and Camel Active and Mango. It's also known for being a heaven for food lovers as well. So you can get foods you would get in San Francisco if you wanted to, or of course you can get Japanese food as well, or Istanbul food, or westernized food of any sort. So it's fun to just walk around one food vendor to the next and just to experience all the different kinds of foods that you can eat. But of course there's Thai food as well. But people love to go to the movie theater there as well. There's actually an 8-screen Cineplex on the 6th floor, operated by the SF Cinema City. And there's digital 3D screens as well. And the movie theater overall is probably cheaper than from where you're watching this video from as well. So actually there's a lot of floors to Terminal 1, and the very first floor we're going to start off with to explore would be the Rome. So this mall is a little different from MBK. It looks a little bit more newer. MBK is probably one of the older malls. And so it looks like there's a lot of brand name stuff here. Lots of watches here, but well, to be honest, I don't really wear watches, especially when I have my smartphone, but they're kind of cool to look at, all brand names. The Caribbean now, to the departures level. So we're just heading downstairs into the basement. I think this is where all the food is, so we're just going to check it out. Actually, no, there's food on every floor. Looks like they have a whole bunch of Japanese noodles, udon. Looks pretty good. Also have a lot of bread here, bakery. Looks pretty tasty. It's probably freshly made too. It's not a bad price. Looking at 20 ringgit, 44 ringgit, 30 ringgit. These all look really tasty. The bread. Basically this is just a huge food court. I guess the theme is supposed to be Roman, but it doesn't look like there's Roman Italian food here. The Roman section has Japanese food. Interesting enough. It's like different cupcakes here. Cream custard pie and chocolate brownies and chocolate custard pie, strawberry pie. There's some custard, vanilla custard and matcha. Looks good. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of ice cream as well. Mango and strawberry. There's yogurt. There's fudge brownies, red velvet, green tea. cappuccino, white chocolate, hazelnut, vanilla bean. It's very much look like Japanese snacks, stuff that I've eaten when I was a kid, kind of traditional. There's some birthday cakes here as well, and there seems to be little tiny snacks here as well. This one sort of looks like a burrito or taco. Not sure what these are. I guess everyone's preparing for Christmas, and it has a whole bunch of little baskets here with mixtures of honey and almonds and pistachios. But basically stuff you can probably find back home, but this place is super packed with people. But this place has a lot of Western style food like Moss Burger. Oh, actually that's Japanese. I had a Moss Burger once in Hawaii, it was pretty good. But there's all these little shops just aligned. It's mixed up with food, and it's mixed up with little shops. You can buy souvenirs. So now we are entering Paris, so let's see what's upstairs. Let's see what France has to offer here. So, although it looks like all the other stores, it just has a bunch of different brands. I was expecting brands maybe that was made in France or something, but it's not the case. This is Starbucks in France. I guess there's a Starbucks in every country, so there's different kinds of shoes here as well. It's really trendy. The information center there has customer service that are flight attendants. Even the elevators are kind of decorated. You can see the pictures of the airplanes. It says Paris fashions, accessories, cosmetics, local brand names. So we have an interactive information display here. So we're right here in Paris, and looks to be a movie theater on the top floor. So now we were going to Tokyo, which is the next floor up, right above Paris. So let's take a look what's upstairs. It looks pretty fancy. Look at the lanterns up above there. This feels more like Japan, unlike Paris and on the bottom floor there. It didn't really quite feel like France. I would have thought that maybe they would have the Eiffel Tower or something like that, but this looks somewhat like Japan as I'm walking through here. Just more lanterns over here, more stores. Got some interesting sumo wrestlers here. It's something you don't see every day, hey? But it looks like they put a lot more detail on this floor in Tokyo. It looks really colorful here. If you look above there, each one of those things probably took time to make. But the theme is definitely there. It really does feel like Japan. We have a geisha here. Looks pretty cool. Get going to London now, to the next floor, the first floor. So let's see if this floor looks like London. It's starting off well with the underground. So yeah, this theme is pretty much similar to the UK, but the brands don't look like they're from the UK. Kind of the same stuff, t-shirts and stuff for kids too. It's a pretty interesting store. has a bunch of anime characters on the t-shirts. I think so far the best floors were Tokyo and London. It's a Victoria custom tailor. Looks like you're pretty busy in there. So I found a British officer here. Walking through Istanbul now. So this area has a lot of jewelry. So if you have a particular piece of jewelry you want to buy for your girlfriend, maybe even your boyfriend, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of jewelry here. There's also a currency exchange right on this floor too, in Istanbul. I'd like to someday visit Istanbul. It actually doesn't have quite the feel of Istanbul though. The stereotypical view anyways. There's also different kinds of perfume, cologne here. You can buy it right in Istanbul. This is a nice themed store. Has some of this aromatherapy stuff. Neat little store with all these toys. It's kind of neat. Got tiny little tuk-tuks here. Got stuffed animals. Plastic food. This is always good. Maybe they're magnetic or something. Wow, look at that. I don't know if they're real though. Might be fake. Look at some of this stuff. Petrified wood.